Hello, everyone. Welcome to this spotlight on social media engagement. We will cover several different keys to engaging your audience on social media, so let's get started. Right off the bat, you want to grab your audience's attention. Be silly, be bold, be whatever you need to get them to want to read and interact with your content. As you'll see, interaction is the key point of social media engagement. You can grab attention in many different ways, such as with bold colors or graphics, or other times with your words. Grab attention however you think will get people to want to keep coming back to your social media page. That being said, sometimes attention grabbing is just random. The next important step is to be on top of the trends. If you can do so, you're more likely to engage your audience and get them interested in the content you're talking about. To be on top of the trends, you have to engage yourself in social media. Watch lots of TikToks, scroll through Twitter or Instagram, be in touch with the world of social media. When you use trends, you're more likely to engage the audience and leave an impact on them. Oftentimes, trends are found more relatable to the public, or even found to induce more humor. This is a trend many brands follow, and it sure works. When engaging in any sort of media relations, there are three main components to telling a story: educate the audience, entice the audience, and engage the audience. This is a quick checklist to go through to do those three things. What is the story we want to tell? How will we tell the story? Where will our audience consume these stories? Can we make it personal? Can we amplify it? By going through this checklist, we make sure to educate, entice, and engage the audience to make them want to read more into what we're saying. Interact with your audience. Answer and like their comments, tag people in your posts, and do anything that makes them engage with your content. Interaction is the key to engagement. Also, make sure your audience is interacting back. Make polls, encourage them to tag friends and to share your content, and do anything that keeps them interacting back to you. If you are interacting with your audience and having them interact with you, they're more likely to engage with your content in the future. This is because they see a real person is behind the account and paying attention to them. Everyone wants to be paid attention to, so when you do, they will keep coming back to your page. What makes something catch on? Well, that's outlined really well in the book pictured here. Let's go through some key terms. Social currency. People talk about things that make them look good or gets them clout. This could be an experience, owning an item, or having access to an array of sources. Triggers. Top of the mind, tip of the tongue. These are the linkages we create between things that can affect behavior. It could be a phrase or image that reminds us of something else or inspires us to take action. Some examples are ATOD companies or the term hangry. Emotions. When we care, we share. People share content that they relate to on an emotional level, particularly when there is high arousal, like awe, shock, or anger. Public. This is all about making things visible and bringing it to the public and front and center of the conversation. Thoughts and concepts sometimes can be brought to the public in lots of different ways. This includes things like the Ice Bucket Challenge or Movember. Practical value. If it is useful, it is shareable. People like to be helpful and share things that make them think of other things that are relevant. This could be like tasty videos or tip videos. Stories. The Trojan horse. People think in terms of narratives, not in data. So embedding that data into a story is an easy way to convey information in a digestible way. This kind of persuasion goes back all the way to Aristotle. With his three means of persuasion, you keep your audience thinking about what you want them to think. Let's get into these means of persuasion. Ethos, credibility and ethics. Credentials and endorsement, getting your audience to trust you. Pathos, emotions and feelings, inspiring an emotional response. getting the audience to feel. Logos, logic and reasoning, based on facts and reason, getting the audience to think. So what's the takeaway? Social media engagement is all about being diligent and involved. Don't take a passive seat on social media. We look at our phones every day, so it's the easiest way to stay in touch with a big group of people. Remember to be engaged and have meaningful interactions, as this is the key to keeping people engaged. Get your audience to want to feel and understand what you are talking about, so they're more likely to relate to what you're saying. Overall, using the skills you learned in this PowerPoint, you will be able to engage your audience and keep them wanting more. Thank you for listening and have a great day.